Well, howdy folks, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, the studio's in a state of disarray. There's boxes everywhere, and trust me, they're all out here too. Things are in cases, and very soon the move will be happening, so my whole house looks like this, but you know, that is what it is. I spent the last 8 years in this house and making my videos in this computer right here. And I just had this random thought, before we leave, I want to take a look back and talk about what are some of my favorite videos of the last 8 years or since I've been here. And these are not necessarily the ones that got the most views or the ones that got the most comments or anything like that. They're just the ones that stand out to me. So I started making a list and I realized I had a whole lot of them. So I cut it down and cut it down and cut it down. I ended up with 15 and I didn't want to go all the way to 10. So it's going to be top 15, my 15 favorite videos that have been made in this studio. So since I wanted this to be about this house and this studio, I didn't include the stuff that was on location, like meaning the stuff where I went to Mississippi or to Seattle or something like that, because those would certainly be some of my favorites, but I kept it, you know, in and around this property. So let's go right on down. So the first one I'd like to point out was actually posted in July of 2020. I called it Cutlery Jam. And I just took two one-string instruments, one made from a pitchfork and one made from a discarded spoon, and made a jam with them. And it didn't get very many views at all. I think it's had a little over 500 views, you know, to date. But I always really liked that one. And these are in no particular order, by the way, but the next one I'd like to call out is my DIY Spring Reverb series. I posted that in July of 2022. The first part of that series has had about 8,500 views or so, so people seem to like it, but I just really like the idea of making a reverb pedal because, you know, it's pretty easy to make a delay pedal, it's pretty easy to make a distortion pedal, but a reverb pedal takes a lot more things, so I just kind of found a way to do it on the cheap, and I'm pretty proud of that one. Now, if we go back to April of 2020, I posted a video called VibeDrum Jam on a grassy knoll. And so technically that wasn't in the studio, but it was right down the street. And I really like that one. It really stands out to me because that was like the first video I did that wasn't with a guitar or a synth. It was like the first time I tried to make a piece of music with another instrument and actually share it with you guys. So speaking of different things, in November of 2022, I posted a video called Who Knew a Snake Plant Could Sing? And I actually used the snake plant, interfaced it with the modular synthesizer, and I really liked the way that came out. It was my first bioelectric thing, and that one always stands out to me just because it was a little different. And keeping with the weird experimental stuff, in May of 2021, I posted a video called Tibetan Glitching Bowl, and I used a Tibetan singing bowl with my modular synth, and I just really liked the way it came out. It was just really weird and different, and you know, I like experimental stuff. So February of 2021, I posted a video on how to make your own didgeridoo out of PVC. It's had about 45,000 views to date, but the reason that I like that video is because I actually got curious about it and went out there and searched, and a video didn't exist, so I decided to make the video. So I had to do so much research, because keep in mind, I didn't know what a didgeridoo even really was supposed to be. You know, I'd certainly seen people play them, but I didn't know how they worked. I didn't know how to play one. I didn't know the physics behind it. Like, I had to do so much research to put this video together just so the next guy would have a video to follow. And even though, you know, 45,000 views isn't all that much in the scheme of things, I'm really, really proud that I did it. August of 2021, I did a video called I Write a Song in 5 Minutes, and I used a lyric generator and just wrote a song in 5 minutes, and it was really fun. You know, I know other people have done that. There's nothing unusual about that, but it was so fun to just be like, okay, I've got 5 minutes to write this song, and here it is. And the song wasn't all that bad. So April of 2022, I posted a video where I made a track with nothing but toy instruments. And honestly, it's only had about 300 views to date. Like, people didn't really like it that well, but I liked it because I was making a video with nothing but toys. Another one that's in that vein, March of 2021, I did a video called Making a Track with No Synths and No Strings. And I've always used synths and strings, so it was weird to like not use any of them at all. And again, this one I think has had less than 300 views. It's like not popular at all, but I really liked it because it was something different for me. July of 2021, a very momentous video. I posted a video called What Does a Super Kazoo Sound Like? And that started Kazoo Fridays, which has become one of the things that I am most known for on this channel. So it's kind of funny that that was just a random haphazard thing and it turned into kind of a staple for this channel. November of 2020, I got a wild hair and I decided to make a cocktail kit using a cajon and a ride cymbal and a practice snare drum. And it like, boom, it was like a light bulb moment for me because I realized, hey, you can make a drum set out of all kinds of mismatched stuff. February of 2023, I posted a video about how to make a cookie tin banjo. And in fact, there's the banjo right behind me. But that video has had, 7,000-8,000 views to date. But I love it because, again, kind of like the PVC Didgeridoo, not quite that much research went into it, but I had never made a cookie tin banjo. And so I was just like, well, I'm gonna throw this together. And it's one of my favorite homemade instruments. It sounds really great. November of 2020, I posted a cover of Mama Tried on the guitar and the cajon. And I think that's still my favorite cover I've posted. There's nothing really special about it, but I just like it. I like the way it felt. I like the way my voice sounded. I just like that cover.
Mama tried to raise me better, but her plea denied.
Now I think what might be the oldest video on this list, if you jump back to April of 2019, I made an electric whisk. And again, nothing super special here, but like I was helping my wife do dishes and I like banged it on something. I noticed it had a resonant frequency. So I was like, And again, following in that vein, April of 2023, earlier this year, I posted the video about the DIY Fidget Spinner Box. Now I like this video for two reasons. First of all, because it's just a random creative idea, but also, I think it was one of the first times where I made a video where I didn't even talk. I was just like doing the process and I just had shop sounds. And it just, I don't know, it really worked. So anyway, there we go. That should be 15 videos over the last 8 years that I edited in this chair right here. And as I'm getting ready to close the studio down and move to the new one, it's kind of the end of the era, but it's also the beginning of a new era. And once again, I really appreciate you. Thank you for 7,000 subscribers and all that. Really, really appreciate all of you. So, more videos to come.